So you're here for a fun a cappella movie sequel, Well, perhaps you can partake, but only if you've seen my review of the first film. Oh, you've seen it. Great. Well, I'm excited to revisit Pitch Perfect 2 with you. Oh, why are we revisiting these films? Well, I guess I didn't really answer that question in my first video. May as well do it now. While the main goal of the series is to explore how Pitch Perfect weirdly captures the spirit of college music performance, I can't help but take a stroll down memory lane for films that haven't really been expanded on in this medium, at least on YouTube. But also, there's a TV show in the works. Yeah, a Pitch Perfect TV show. Why has no one heard of it? I don't know. It supposedly comes out this year, and what Pitch Perfect time is there but now to take a look back? Since we're in a rut of information until more details about the Pitch Perfect series comes out, I may as well make it a community experience. Well, without further ado, here's the sequel. We reunite with the Bellas at the Kennedy Center in New York, performing for stock footage of the Obamas. John and Gail are there too, this time recording a podcast, which makes less sense, but whatever. The Bellas perform a set reminiscent of the finals performance from the first film.
They say you're free when we're having fun. They say you must be high when we're spreading love.
It's really nice to see them embracing where they were last film instead of resetting things, which they'll do to smaller degrees in this film. The Bellas have a new member.
Florencia Fuentes just earned your green card, John.
She may have to do that backflip right back over the fence into Mexico.
The film wouldn't be making these jokes if they were made today. Yike.
I think she's Guatemalan.
Oh, none of that matters.
Fat Amy comes in with her rendition of Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball. Then this happens.
Vagina.
Hey, she has no underwear on.
Snitchy or
We have a
sneaky or
commando
cookie or
situation.
something.
One news coverage montage later, we return to Barden University, where we learn the Bellas are disqualified from the championship. We also learn that Chloe intentionally failed Russian Lit 3 times to stay in the Bellas.
Dostoevsky.
The Bellas are also informed that they are not allowed to hold auditions, with the intention that the group no longer grow. You know, actual schools just cut programs right then and there, so this was actually not bad, all things considered. We then meet Emily Junk, played by Hailee Steinfeld. She is excited to join the Bellas, as her mom was a former Bella herself. Back with the Bellas, Chloe finds a loophole. I won't explain it, but they basically aren't barred from competing in the World Championships, to which John and Gail scoff, noting that Americans are hated at that event. And honestly, who doesn't hate us?
I'm sorry that people are so jealous of me, but I can't help it that I'm popular.
At what I assume is the freshman convocation, the Troublemakers perform Lollipop by Mika. Shout out to Ben Platt's high note. Emily watches the Trebles while the Bellas lament over their chances at the World Championship. All of them except Becca, who takes another opportunity over the phone. Benji and Emily meet, and he's weird, but not Dear Evan Hansen weird. Jessie drops off Becca at her new gig as an intern for a record label. Keegan-Michael Key is her boss. Emily comes to the Bellas after noticing they weren't at the auditions. Emily is a legacy. For those who know nothing about Greek life, it basically means she's the crotch fruit of another former sorority sister. They're treating the Bellas like they're in a sorority in this film, with, like, no explanation. They even live together in a house, but I guess the Trebles did that in the first film.
8.
Bros chilling in the hot tub cause they're gay.
Still can't get over how they're just randomly in a hot tub. She auditions for them, because it's allowed in this case for some reason, and sings an original song. Yeah, they're passing off Jessie J's song, Flashlight, as an original song, fitting since they did a Jessie J song for the finals in the first film. Anyway, the Bellas take her.
Welcome to the Bellas! Oh, I'm Aca-G! Woo!
They go to an Acapulco. They go to an alpaca party. All the other singing groups from Barden University are there, and by all the others, I mean just the Trebles. The other 2 from the first film don't appear. Becca arrives at the party from her internship, where she tells Jessie that she's keeping it from Chloe. Bumper makes an appearance, now graduated and being that guy. He and Fat Amy flirt. Insert college party trope here.
Cause I was Jekyll, Jekyll, Hyde, Jekyll, 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 Hyde, Jekyll, Hyde.
Cut to the next scene at a car show. Great to know Volkswagen sponsored the film. We're introduced to the Bellas' new rivals, DOS Sound Machine. They're a German group who perform Uprising and Tsunami. DSM have a really commanding presence on stage and a very metrosexual look. Also, they have Flula Borg.
He do not like you. He's not your friend. Do not give this man your pee-pee. It's a hamburger. It's a Whopper for this person. Or a Big Mac. Or what is, I don't know, what is the equivalent for your pee-pee?
At Becca's internship, we see Snoop Dogg. Becca impresses her boss by doing a Christmas song mashup with him.
Come Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
Becca returns to the Bella house with an invitation she found at the door. An invitation to a party. But the party's actually a riff-off. Let's go over who's participating at this riff-off. There's the Bellas, of course, DOS Sound Machine, the Troublemakers, the Tone Hangers, and the Green Bay Packers. This time the Green Bay Packers. You know, I'm not a sports person, but I guess they were big fans of the first film and they asked to be in the sequel. This time around, the rules of the riff-off are simplified. They don't need to match words so long as they can string songs that match the category and beat. Category 1 is Songs About Butts. DOS Sound Machine opens with Thong Song, with the Tone Hangers responding with a Shake, Shake, Shake Your Booty. Stacy comes in with the Bellas dropping Low by Flo Rida.
Bottom jeans, boots with the fur. With the fur.
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Got the whole club looking at her. Jessica! Did you sleep with your goddamn teacher?
And an interception by the Green Bay Packers with Destiny's Child's iconic Bootylicious.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this, cause my body's too bootylicious for your belly.
Then Veggie steals the ball, declaring he likes big butts, but fumbles at the last second, eliminating the Troublemakers from the game.
Wasting a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Oh shit, you just busted a nut.
Category 2, Country Love. Despite the Packers' request to kick off the round, the Tone Hangers begin with a Tim McGraw classic. Becca steps onto the field with some Carrie Underwood, threatening to slash a hole in all 4 tires. Attention returns to the Packers, who arrive with no play up their sleeves, ending their run in the riff-off 1-4 rounds? Okay, I'm dropping the sports anchor bit. Category 3, I Dated John Mayer. If you don't remember, Bumper left to be his personal assistant, so he and the Tone Hangers are excited. Also, Bumper's in the Tone Hangers. Forgot to mention that. Rest in peace, Turk. Anyway, DSM makes their way downtown before Chloe cuts in and makes it clear through the power of Taylor Swift that they are never, ever, ever getting back together. Bumper jumps in with Tina Turner's What's Love Got to Deal With It, which eliminates them on the basis that it implies Tina Turner and John Mayer were, let's say, rolling on the river. Category 4, 90s hip-hop jams. DSM shows the Bellas this is how they do it, but Cynthia Rose cuts them off with a little doo-wop. Flula gets back in the game to point out that these girls are poison, but Fat Amy isn't having it, so she lets them know wazza scenario. DSM strikes a low blow with Insane in the Membrane, only for David Cross to pick out the next Bella, and it's Emily.
I got all I need when I got you and I. Cause I look around me and see a sweet light. I'm stuck in the dark between my flashlight.
Anyway, the Bellas lose, Emily's shamed for bringing an original song to a covers-only party, and DOS Sound Machine wins. Sometime later, Becca talks with her boss. I'm sorry, I didn't catch his character's name. Her boss points out that all she does is mashups. Fat Amy's invited on a date by Bumper. He wants to take the relationship further and do cutesy couple stuff, but she declines him.
No, too late. You're too late.
The Bellas have another performance, but it's not that remarkable. John and Gail criticize them for making the performance too flashy, and they're right. It's gimmicky as all hell. On the way home, Chloe decides they need to stop playing DOS Sound Machine's game, so they go on a retreat. They reunite with Aubrey, who happens to run the retreat they're at. The girls sleep in a tent. Chloe tells Becca that she regrets not experimenting more in college. The next morning...
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play.
This is probably my favorite montage in the series. Unlike the vomit fight in the first film set to the Fratellis' Chelsea Dagger. Great song, by the way. It's nice to hear the Bellas sing over what would otherwise be a boring montage. It gives the scene more impact and re-explores the plot point from the first film of them singing together. Also, these retreats are completely accurate. I've been to a few in my time for some past music groups, and it absolutely helps you bond and perform better. I'd check out the whole scene if I were you. The mashup by itself is just fun with songs like Lady Marmalade and Bob. Chloe notices Becca being checked out after she complains about wasting time at the retreat. The two fight until Becca gets caught in a bear trap.
Ahoy!
Brock, get us down from here!
Oh, no. See, that's the genius of the trap. You stay up there, and I stay down here.
She's alive.
Lily cuts her down.
I sleep upside down like a bat.
Later that night, the girls bond over a campfire, singing a new a cappella arrangement of Cups. Fat Amy has an epiphany and regrets turning down Bumper. The next day, she tries to serenade Bumper with Pat Benatar's We Belong, and I love this scene. It's full-on musical theater, and there's no way you can hear clearly from afar, so it's non-diegetic, unlike most of the numbers in the series.
Now there's no turning back when... Go!
She reaches him, and they passionately kiss. I'm going to pivot for a second to talk about something. Is Pitch Perfect a musical?
It's not really technically a musical because the characters know that they're singing and the music doesn't move the story forward, which is, no, okay.
Well, wait a
lost
second.
everybody. I lost
Wait a
everybody.
second. That's a very
That's how
interesting
I would
distinction. Wait,
decide,
if the
because
characters know they're singing,
then they're just characters who are singing, but a musical is one in which the music is integrated into the plot. Is how I would
okay,
define it.
okay.
But also I don't know why I'm talking anybody out of. Yeah, it was the highest grossing musical. I'm amazed.
No, but I like that distinction. I like that distinction.
You know what? I agree with her. Other than Amy's We Belong bit, everything happens in universe. Unlike musical movies such as High School Musical, where the characters do sing, the Pitch Perfect characters are aware 90% of the time that they are singing. On top of that, character moments happen primarily through dialogue. It's not a musical film, but a film with music performances sprinkled in. Sorry, I'll get back to the movie. Emily and Becca collaborate. Emily gets to use her songwriting, and Becca gets to leech off her talent and do something other than mashups. I don't know how this is okay, but the film rolls with it. The girls graduate, and that's it. Nothing special. Who cares? At the World Championships in Copenhagen, Benji nuts up and asks Emily out. That was a thing throughout the film. The Bellas put on their final performance, another mashup, albeit smaller, kicking it off with Beyonce's Run the World and David Guetta's Where Them Girls At.
Who run the world? Girls! We run this mother!
They throw in Lady Marmalade, We Belong, and Timber, all sung earlier in the film, before they conclude on...
When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own, feeling frightened of the things that I don't know. I got all I need when I got you and I, 'cause I look around me and see a sweet life.
From out of nowhere, the ghosts of past Bellas join them on stage. Sorry, did I say ghosts? Logistics and visa issues aside, it's fun to see that in the group of Bella alumni, they've included Emily's mom, Aubrey, and even Alice, the Bella who berated Aubrey and Chloe at the start of the first film. Just a fun Easter egg. Overall, the film really works as a sequel. While I don't feel the final performance in this film felt as conclusive as the last, it was nice to see the Bellas come together. It also felt like a natural progression and not retreading the same problems from the first. Whereas in the first film they were too traditional, this film sees them going too far and losing sight of what they need to do. It's as if they needed a flashlight. While the first film felt like an accurate portrayal of the real college experience, this film takes a step back to that approach and instead explores the Bellas' relationships with each other. While trying to hop onto and win a world championship the way they do is a stretch, Pitch Perfect 2 sticks close to the series' strength, its heart. The Bellas aren't just an a cappella group, they're a family, and that dynamic pushed out a bit more makes this film a better portrayal of the emotional journey rather than the real-world experience. One more film to go.
Getting me through the night.
Huh, what are you doing here at the end of the video? I'm sorry, but it's an exclusive party, and you can only get in by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Perhaps if you did that right now and left a like and a comment about what your favorite part about Pitch Perfect 2 was, I could turn the other way and tell the bouncer to let you in. We do some pretty cool things over here, like watching me stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/mintberrycrunch, and also checking out my posts on Twitter and Discord in the description. Oh, you're not gonna do that? You're going to defy me? Guards, seize him!